2-minute debates, here we go. Let us know down below who you thought won in the comments. Trent Alexander-Arnold was better than Kyle Walker while both played in the Premier League. So for me, the reason why I voiced this opinion is because yes, Trent maybe wasn't better than Kyle Walker defensively, but there wasn't much in it. There isn't as much as people make out to be. And going forward, Trent is a different league of player, a much better creator, a much better passer of the ball, and he offers so much more to a team. The reason why I say he's not much worse defensively though, is just due to the fact that Kyle Walker relied heavily on his pace. If you take away Kyle Walker's pace, he isn't actually that great of a defender. He caught out on numerous times against many top wingers, Mane, Hazard, even Vinicius and Mbappe, tore him to shreds, but his pace allowed him to recover in certain situations. And yes, I know what you're going to say, pace is an important facet to the game, and you can't take away a player's pace. But, well, great defenders like Chiellini and Thiago Silva, they never relied on pace because they were fantastic defenders. I think if Trent had Kyle Walker's pace, he'd probably be just as equal in terms of defensive ability, but going forward, he'd be much better. And also, he actually played more advanced up the pitch than Walker, so he was more likely to get exposed to.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, look at Kyle Walker at Tottenham, he did actually play quite far up the pitch. But I don't really like to go off if because... I don't like to go off ifs because if Mbappe doesn't have pace, he's not a very good player. And also, you say Vinicius and Mbappe torn apart. Vinicius got locked down by Kyle Walker.
Yeah, but that was because of the pace. There's a amount of times where Vinicius flicked it past him and his pace got him out of jail.
That's just a metric that he has in his game. That's like if Mbappe didn't have pace, he's not good.
Yeah, but as his pace has declined over the years, we've seen him get exposed more and more.
You can say it of a lot of Asian players.
But like with Trent, he could be 35 and he'd still possess the same amount of ability on a football pitch. Going forward, he's much better than Walker.
Of course,
he's much better numbers.
Yeah.
And even so,
I think defensively, Walker's much better.
I don't even think.
I do. Yeah.
I think if you're going
100%.
Positional sense, 1v1 ability, I've seen Trent lock up Leroy Sané when he was 17-18. I've seen him have brilliant performances in the Champions League, in the Carabao Cup and FA Cup final. One of those, I think it was, in 21-22. He was absolutely brilliant as well. I just think from a defensive standpoint, there's not much in it, pace aside as well. Yeah. And from an attacking standpoint, Trent offers so much more. Many more iconic moments as well.
You say that, but I've also seen Lissandro Martinez skin Trent and get United an equaliser. So I've seen Trent come against good players, but he's also been very weak against other players as well that aren't so good.
Wait, just stop it right there. If you want a sharper insight on the world's best teams and players, we've got you covered. Join our free Talkin'Ball community for those exclusive video breakdowns you don't want to miss out. Plus, while you're there, you can chat with fellow football fans just like yourself and engage in those general debates and discussions that can get quite heated. And why not read our articles as well? You may learn something new. Don't just watch football, understand it. And yes, you heard me right, this is all for free. Link in the description below.
My opinion is the Serie A is the most entertaining league in Europe. The reason I think this is because if you look at the competitive side of the league, for me, nothing comes close. There's currently 4 points to separate the top 5 teams at the moment, which is crazy. The relegation teams as well, the teams in the bottom, well, the teams in the relegation zone, there's only 3 points to separate them and the teams above them, whereas last year in the Premier League, the last couple of years, you know who's going to go down straight away. It's always the promoted teams that go straight back down. This year's the only year where it's been different. So for me, I think it's much more competitive. You look at the winners as well. In the Serie A, in the last 5-6 seasons, there's been 4 or 5 different winners, which again, is crazy. You don't get that in the Prem. It's always either been City or Liverpool. So I think from top to bottom, the competitiveness of the league is what makes it more entertaining compared to other leagues, and well, especially the Premier League. Right,
I agree that Serie A is harder to predict than the Premier League. The Premier League is probably more easier to predict who finishes in the top 4 or who goes down at the start of the season. Yeah, I can agree with that. But for me, when I want to watch the most entertaining league in the world, I go to watch the Premier League due to the quality of players. If you have a look at the quality of players in the Premier League, they're much better than in Serie A. Pick the best Premier League 11 at the moment and compare that to the best Serie A 11 at the moment, it's pretty much all Premier League players. So for me, I'd rather watch that because the players are of a higher quality. Plus, the league is still competitive. It's not as if it's not competitive. It's not like the Bundesliga or Ligue 1 where it's pretty conclusive every year.
No, but the top 2 teams are usually City and Arsenal. Recently, it's been Liverpool, but at the moment, the top 3 teams are usually pretty conclusive.
Okay, yeah, the title winner is maybe easier to predict in recent years. But if you have a look from, I think it's like 12th, 13th, all the way up to 4th or 5th, there's barely any points separating them at the moment.
But you'd say the same as Serie A.
Yeah, but the quality is better in the Premier League. That's what I think differs it. I think if you look at teams like Bournemouth, Crystal Palace, Brighton, Villa, they've been pushing the top boys in recent years. And if you have a look at the quality of players they have, they're absolutely brilliant. Antoine Semenyo, Morgan Rogers, you had Eze, Elise in recent years. These are all quality players. And for me, I'd rather watch the best players in the world play in the most competitive league, or well, maybe the second most competitive league, than rather watch Serie A, which, yeah, it is competitive, but the players and the quality and the brand of football isn't quite what it is in England. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want more content just like this, comment down below some more debate ideas.